Brian for Birdman on the Mountain, and here we are once again for the Community Shout, hanging out here in Birdman Media Studios, out on the Birdman Media Network, also WMI TV, and to all you viewers out there in Sholo TV, and of course the podcast listeners as well. We're going to kick off this week talking about some fun musical times. I've got with me Duane Krause. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well this morning. Regardless of what the Phoenix media says about the weather, they're always hitting Sholo and Flagstaff, and the weather is thinking about that this morning. It's a beautiful day.
Yes, it is a beautiful day. So
bright, sunny day.
And lots of snow still up at sunrise. So.
Yeah, I was just up there for the dog races.
Very good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
So you're with the High Country Barbershop Chorus.
Yes.
And
they elected me president this year.
So you missed that meeting?
I think that was a mistake, but yeah, I'm very pleased to represent them today on your show.
Very cool. So you guys every year around this time do something kind of cool, which is very romantic. Why don't you take me through what it is and what you're doing?
Well, we do the Valentines, and I put the phone number down here in case somebody wants the phone number.
Yeah, we'll put the number. We'll put the number down below, so that's pretty easy.
Right there. Don Murrow this year is fostering that program, but we have quartets. We have several quartets that will come out to your home, place of business, wherever, and sing to your loved ones.
Very cool.
We even sing to guys.
You even sing to guys, huh?
Yeah,
it works.
The ladies will call and say, go and sing a love song to my husband on my behalf.
Very good.
And it's a nice fundraiser for us. It's one of the things that we do where we actually keep the money for our own expenses.
Mm-hmm.
But most of what we take in at our shows is given back to the community, to the choral programs at the local high schools.
Okay.
Snowflake and Sholo and what's the other one?
Snowflake, Sholo, Blue Ridge. Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
My grandson graduated there.
I can't remember Blue Ridge. The second you get behind cameras, then everybody's like,
what? I'm freezing up already.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, it's the Valentine's thing is more popular every year, and we're actually having to go out a day early this year. We're going out on the 13th as well as the 14th and doing those.
Cool. You gave me some notes here, so I'll point out you guys have donated over $12,500 for the high school and junior high school choirs of Pinetop, Sholo, and Snowflake in the last few years. So I mean, that's a pretty significant amount of money.
And you know what's interesting? Sometimes we call them scholarships. They're really not scholarships because the choral programs and the arts often are underfunded in our schools, unfortunately, and being I was a member of the all-state choir in Minnesota in 1961.
Nice.
And in those days, the arts were fairly well funded, and especially in Minnesota. And but now they're having some problems. So when we walk in with an $800 check for the director and say, use it however you want to use it, it's a good thing.
And that allows them to go to these like choral festivals, some of the state level competitions or regional level competitions. Right. And, those kind of things, those give people the life experiences that are a little bit better than you'd think about. I mean, those kind of things individually, it's funny because there's a lot of focus put upon sports and what sports do to help a kid's, self-worth and things like that. Well, here, not only does it work in a choral realm where you're working as a group, but you also get individually sectioned out, and that helps, doesn't it?
Sure, it's a part of the lifestyle that carries with you throughout, just as athletics does. I've been singing all my life in different groups and church and other places, karaoke,
right,
sing karaoke and all of that hokey stuff. But we're really proud to do it. And it's been a long-standing tradition with the High Country Barbershop Chorus to give back to the community in that way.
Okay, now you also have the ladies auxiliary, right?
Yeah, the better half notes. notes.
There you
Don't
go.
you love that?
That's the better half.
When I first heard that, I mean, I just laughed and giggled, and my wife laughed and giggled, and she was a member of it. And the fifth, when there's 5 Tuesdays in a month,
Right.
we get an ice cream social from the Better Half Notes
Oh,
when
nice.
we're done rehearsing.
Okay.
Isn't that nice?
That's very cool. Very cool. So what are you looking forward for 2019? Is it growing? Are you guys getting bigger? Are you getting about the same size?
Well,
What's
actually,
happening?
we grew last year considerably in new members and members who also joined the National Harmony Society. And we're very proud of that. And Jerry Shrunk was our president last year, and he worked very hard to build the membership. And we're hoping to bring more members in this year. So, if you can carry a tune in a bucket, come on down. We rehearse at Blue Ridge High School in the choir department there. Our director is Dr. Teresa Dick, and she's wonderful. And she puts up with us. and occasionally she'll draw a little comparison between her students and those of us that are in our 70s,
right?
As far as behavior is concerned, and conduct in the classroom, shall I say?
Too funny.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Very awesome.
We're doing very well with her, and the nice thing is we've decided this year to bring in some newer music.
Okay.
A newer look. We love the old music, and we're going to honor that tradition. So you'll hear the old tunes in our concerts. We've got the summer concert coming up July 13th, and it's going to be a mixture of barbershop harmony that's done to songs from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, maybe even the 90s. We haven't totally firmed it up yet. So bring your teenagers and expose them to harmony.
Very cool. So once again, it's Duane Krause. Thank you very much for your time. Anything else you want to tell us about the High Country Barbershop Chorus?
Well, I think we've covered most of it. I made some notes here, and I wanted to announce that we're going to be at St. Mary of the Angels Catholic Church for the Christmas show again.
Oh, good. Awesome.
It's a wonderful venue, and it's all decorated for Christmas. Yes. It's a large room, seats like 450 people. And we raised a lot of money. I think we raised like $2,500 last Christmas. So we'll be there again this Christmas.
Very cool. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. And we look forward to hearing you soon.
Great.
Okay, hanging out now here in the studio, I've got with me Mechelle Martinez.
Hello.
With the Pinetop-Lakeside Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You keeping busy?
We're very busy.
More importantly, are you keeping warm?
Yes. Yes.
It's been, you get the fireplace going on there in the...
Yeah, no, we have the beautiful fireplace.
Yeah, so that's always the fun thing. If you got to stop by the Chamber of Commerce because they got this beautiful wood fireplace, and when it works right, when they first moved in there, they didn't have a flue, right? And it was, we felt it was smoke a couple times. Whew! But hopefully you're not doing that now. But
no.
So what do you got going on? Tell us.
So this week we have our Wind Down Wednesday, and it's at El Patron.
Cool.
This week from 4 to 6. And then, let's see. And we also have the Discover White Mountain, Arizona Cookbook.
Awesome.
It is a cookbook and a relocation book. And we're looking for recipes. So if you could please submit
very cool.
At the Chamber website. And we'll have it for sale on Amazon, in the Chamber, and on our Chamber website.
On the website as well.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're also doing a cookbook or a coupon book.
I saw that. Yes.
So if you have any businesses have a coupon, we would love to have your coupon in our book for all our local members. They called
me for a coupon, and I'm like, well, it's part of everything I do is free, so I don't know what I would do. She goes, well, that'd be a no then. I'm like, yeah, sorry. It's all good.
Yes. And then we are going to have our Isn't It Romantic Chamber, what do we call this? The Chamber...
Is this a single?
The Chamber Flick.
Chamber Flick. Okay.
The Chamber Flick.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
WME Theater, February 21st.
Oh,
for the
awesome.
Movie. Isn't It Romantic?
Isn't It Romantic is the movie. Okay, cool.
Yes. And then our annual putt-putt.
Yeah, so the putt-putt thing, it was funny because this got brought up a meeting the other day, and like, well, that doesn't seem like a bad idea, people driving around and drinking. It's like, well, no, the whole goal is you don't drive around and drink.
Right.
You have a member of your team that actually doesn't drink.
Right. And there's safe
part
ride.
Of the deal.
Right. And then there's safe ride.
Right. So that's
definitely
a blast.
Come and it's a team of 4, so come and, register your team and putt the different bars and restaurants in town.
And you'll find that the bars and restaurants actually take care of the designated driver, so not a bad idea.
Nope.
If you're doing it that way, or you can do it safe ride.
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's a lot of events. Yeah, it's just go.
It's go. Yes.
Very cool. Anything else you need to talk about? What's going
on? No, I think that's about it.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
You're settling in there nicely?
Yes.
Yes, good.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So that's the chamber. So Pinetop-Lakeside Chamber of Commerce, and you're, of course, located right there.
518 White Mountain Boulevard.
Yeah, 518.
518.
518. Yeah, there you go.
518.
Yeah, it's always confusing because you get a new address and you're like, yeah.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah, a nice building, and go stop in and don't roast any marshmallows, but check out the fire.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, still hanging out here in the Birdman Media Studios, and now joining me, I have Allison Hefner with the Navajo County Public Health Services District. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. So you're going to talk to us about gardening, even though it's like frigidly cold outside, right?
Yes.
But they're still gardening right now, aren't they?
They have a high tunnel at the White Mountain Community Garden that allows them to garden year-round. And the high tunnel is pretty large, so I'd recommend anybody coming down to visit and see it and check it out. And the perfect time to do that would be the White Mountain Community Garden Expo.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to be May 25th. That's Memorial Day weekend. I got that right, holiday, because I wasn't corrected. And what that is, and it's actually very exciting. I think they have over 15 vendors committed to it already. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like it is a garden expo where different organizations, agencies, and businesses that support community gardens will come out and show you what they have and what they do. And we have a keynote speaker, Jimmy Gorsica. How do you say it?
He's got that wonderfully
Geocaris.
Geocaris, yeah.
He's a Geocaris.
That's a wonderful Greek last name. So
yes, and he the short answer is he's a permaculturist. We'll just do the short answer, but he is a very well educated and has been in the garden industry for a very long time as a young individual. He has a very young family. He has a wife that does yoga. So they're a very health conscious group, and he does a lot of consulting throughout our county and outside of our county for creating systems of food that are easily manageable. So he will be there presenting to the group. They're going to have quite a few demonstrations, and I'm sure the community garden will come on and talk a little bit more about it. I just want to tell you guys out there to save the date. So May 25th, we're going to have Persnickety has agreed to come out there with their food truck.
Okay.
So there'll be food there. It's a free event to come to. When you come to this event, we are going to have, I know that Navajo County Public Health Nutrition Program is coming in to run a soil doctor booth to where people can take their soil and bring it in a baggie, and we'll test it for them and tell them what they need to do to amend it so that it's more successful. They have a successful growing season, because soil has a lot to do with that.
Now, it'd be kind of good to bring in a couple different areas of your yard, right? Not just bring one sample, so maybe a couple different samples.
Yeah, don't get too
not
crazy.
30.
Not
Can't
30.
300, yeah. So.
Maybe 2 would be nice. Two's not a bad idea. We want to be able to get everybody through. But the one thing is, when you collect the soil sample, make sure that you're at least 3 inches down into the soil, because that's where the roots are getting their nutrition from. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Now, if you want to be an exhibitor, you can actually be an exhibitor. There's no cost to the exhibitors, but they're asking that they provide a door prize. They'll have to provide their own table and their stuff. So that will be pretty exciting.
Now, when you say exhibitor, you're not selling stuff or stuff like that.
No.
You're exhibiting, or you're actually selling. Okay.
People can sell stuff.
But they have to be aligned with gardening?
They have to be aligned with gardening,
okay.
And that stuff. We have several people that are going to be putting on demonstrations throughout the day. It's 10 to 3. On May 25th at the White Mountain Community Garden, which is located right next door to Public Health. I know that address, which is 600 North 9th Place, Show Low. Right at the newest light in Show Low, which is older now. You just turn right down there and you'll get to it. So anyway,
careful with that, because if you're watching this in the future, there might be a newer light. So
that's true. Okay, so anyways, they're also, if you're an exhibitor and maybe you do teas, which they actually have a tea exhibitor coming.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty. Sunshine Herbs is gonna, I think, provide that. Or maybe you're an exhibitor and you do some kind of we have Pandora Farms that does bee bombs, where you throw this out in the just in the community. It's a little bomb and it has seeds in it and it grows flowers that support bees.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's amazing.
Good.
So if you have something, some food though, edibles, we're asking them to be healthy. Don't bring candy to this event. This is about health. It's about promoting White Mountain Community Garden and what they're able to provide to the communities. It's a great nonprofit organization that teaches others to grow. They have like over 40 master gardeners. It's an incredible organization to be a part of. And then also, for our Winslow folks, we have a community garden called Sweetland Community Garden in Winslow, and they'll be putting on their garden expo June 1st. And as soon as I get more information from them on that, I'll come up here and promote that one. They also are accepting small raffle items, and their exhibitors don't have to pay anything to be there as well. So they're from 10 to 3 as well on June 1st. And that's right next to we saw it when we drove into Winslow, the 9/11 Memorial.
Yes.
The community garden's right there. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And they're brand new to this. And they'll be actually at White Mountain Community Gardens Expo, and White Mountain Community Garden will be at their expo.
Very good. Cool. So save that date and
2 dates.
2 dates, sorry. And we're ready for spring, even though we're freezing cold right now.
Yes.
Yeah, and do you guys ever give like tours of the high tunnel or anything like that?
Yeah, they will. In fact, I'm leaving here to go to a community garden meeting, and you can get a hold of the community garden on their website, or you can contact them email. It's wmgardeners@gmail.com. And they also have a show on Sholo TV that talks a lot about, then shows the garden and like composting and high tunnel work and lasagna gardening. It's a very informative show that they have on Sholo TV.
Very good. That's awesome. So check that out. If you're watching on Sholo TV, you can check it out on the schedule as well.
Yes.
Once again, Allison Hepner with Navajo County Public Health Services District.
And it's called A to Z Gardening.
A to Z Gardening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hey, that's going to be it for this episode of the Community Shout here, Birdman on the Mountain. I'm Birdman reminding you, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.